show Nonsense Makes Sense. I'm Sister Mary Jan Mananzan, your host. Now, before I introduce you to our guest, I'd like to make something clear. A brother is not a preparation for becoming a priest, you know, because some people think that being a brother means, oh, you are just one step away from being a priest. No, because a brother, that is the highest that he will go if he is in a community of brothers. And that is what Brother Armin Luistro is. Brother Armin, welcome to our show.
Hi, Sister MJ.
Hindi ba? At saka, I invited him because he's the most illustrious, most eminent of the Lasal brothers. Di ba? So, I'm sure even you're so known to everybody. May mga aspects na hindi nila alam, kagaya nung childhood mo, ganyan. Kaya dito, pinapakilala namin ang aming guest na yung talagang makikita na, sino ba itong nag-uusap na to, no? Sa brother, saan ka pinanganak?
Batanggenyo ako, sister. I am probinsyano. I am...
Yung father and mother mo, tiga Batangas?
Both from Lipa. Almost convent bred because I lived my whole life in a very religious family.
Oh. Ilan kayo?
Oh, eight in the family.
Really? And number ano ka?
I'm number 5.
O, kita mo, I don't know that.
But I lost my mother when I was 10 years old.
Really?
So I grew up, and then my father when I was in second year high school.
Ah, talaga?
So virtually orphans. So we grew up under our grandparents.
Ah, really?
And,
parang kang
very
OFW.
religious
family,
context.
No? Oo. So, number 5 ka pala. I always thought that you're the first one. Hindi pala.
No.
Number 5.
Hindi ba yun? Middle child syndrome.
Kaya pala. Kaya pala. Oo, tapos, doon ka nag-aral sa Lipa?
Lipa.
Saan doon?
First, there was a Marinol, a small Marinol high school. And then, they closed, the sisters went into the missions. The Canossian sisters came in.
Really?
Until grade 4.
Oo.
And then by grade 4 at that time, the boys will have to be separated from the girls. So all the boys went to Lasal.
So may Lasal na pala doon.
Lasal, Lipa. Small Lasal at that time.
So that is where you first heard of the brothers?
Yes.
Okay. Ngayon, then you were not there until high school, until college?
Hanggang high school na.
Tapos?
Prior to that, I always thought of becoming a priest. Wow. But when I met the brothers and I saw,
this is better.
Teaching, of course, brothers are better. Teaching is such a very meaningful experience. So that was the turning point.
And you did not go to Lasal for college?
No, I did.
How dare you, huh?
I did. After high school, I applied to UP, and my very conservative grandmother said,
"You will lose your soul.
There is no God there."
Ay, ako rin sinabihan ako na. Kasi yung philosopher Pascual yata, she's teaching there. Akala mo naman, because of him, everybody will become atheist, something like that.
So eventually, I ended up in Lasal.
Dito?
Yeah, but only because I got a scholarship.
Yes,
and because by the time
I
I took up initially economics.
Oh?
But on my second year, it just did not fit.
Why?
Something was not. There was nothing that moved me
really?
In looking at the numbers and getting rich and all. So finally, I discovered I had Dr. Quito as my philosophy teacher.
I know her very well.
Emerita,
Quito.
And, I was mesmerized with her.
Really? Wow.
With her lectures. So I shifted.
To philosophy?
To philosophy.
Wow.
So I ended up with philosophy and letters for college.
Okay, and then? Then you entered na?
At around the summer of second year college. I was
goodness,
at that time we were taking in
parang child abuse.
little boys.
Diba? Sa akin yung minor seminary is child abuse.
So college, I was with the brothers as a...
So you were second year college, so pumasok ka na, and then you continued your college.
In my college,
and after that,
entered the novitiate after graduation.
How old were you then?
Oh, sweet 19.
Ako din! I entered at 19, alam mo
sweet
ba?
19 in the novitiate.
Ang bata natin, ano? And then after that, pinag-aral ka, I'm sure, after your college.
Well, actually, no.
Not yet. Sige.
I was doing everything a brother should be doing. Teaching,
ano
doing formation work.
Economics?
No. I started with religion. All of us taught religion.
All
grade 4 in Green Hills.
Ay, kasi Green Hills naman, di ba? Meron kayo dito noon?
No, I did not. Yes, but it was closing down.
Oh, sige.
And then we would go to Green Hills, the usual campus minister, doing retreats and all. In the meantime, during summer, that's the only time we would go to school.
So what did you take up for?
So all of my schooling is in LaSalle schools and only during summer.
Ay, goodness.
Master.
So green. Green ka pa.
No. But I had a stint with Ateneo. So my theology.
Blue-green.
My theology was all in Ateneo.
You took up theology as graduate school?
Masters. Actually, I started with their FIRE program.
What's that?
Formation Institute for Religious Educators.
Okay.
Under Father Roach, the feared Father
sige.
Roach.
Tapos?
And then, from then on, I moved into formation work.
You were in formation work.
Oh my God, that was the longest.
Ngayon?
I did everything from vocations to scholastic aid director to novitiate. I ended my career in formation work as a novice master in Lipa.
Wow.
Back in my hometown.
Oh, wow, that's tough job,
which I enjoyed the most.
Not everybody can be novice master, alam mo. So, ilang taon kang naging novice master?
4 years.
Talaga?
4 years. I only had 2 scholastic, 2 novices at any one time.
So, sino yung mga nag-survive na naging
Oh my God, Ricky Lagunda, who is now a general counselor.
Wow, product mo pala siya.
Dodo Fernandez, who is my visitor.
My goodness, that means to say you produce...
JJ Jimenez, who's my
you produce all the superiors of the congregation. But you were also, di ba? You were also visitator.
After the novitiate stint,
tapos naging visitor.
Visitor
ba tawag?
We call it visitor. French tradition. Yeah.
Okay. It's not, but that's like provincial, no?
Provincial, yes.
You tell us first, you tell our audience first about the Christian Brothers. When were they founded?
French, very French. Founded by a priest, but he made a turnaround because he saw street children in France during the time.
Where in France?
In Reims. And he gave up. From then on, he gave up everything that he had. His family wealth, even his priesthood, because he founded a congregation purely of brothers. And he said, no brother should become a priest.
Ito ba si De La Salle? Ito ba ang founder niya si
John Baptist.
John Baptist de La Salle.
French spirituality. So,
what is that ba? What is French spirituality?
All the apostolic congregations started around that time.
Talaga. And then, so talagang ang kanyang vocation is teaching. You have no other apostolate except teaching.
And he felt that because at the time there were priests who were also teachers, right? But he said, the vocation of teaching is so important and requires full-time attention.
So you cannot be
that you should not be distracted by having to say mass.
Distraction pala yun.
But that was what was happening during the time.
Okay.
The priests would be running a school, but they'd be called for sick calls, and they have he felt, no, you had to have people who's just focused on education.
At talagang all over the world, wala kayong ibang apostolate except schools.
Schools. Except now, you see education in a wider sense.
Siyempre naman. So parang...
Like education in the streets?
Yeah, that's true. Diba?
Why now? Why confine yourself in a classroom?
Exactly. But still education. Yes. No? Only that you are doing it in the broader sense. So, ilan kayo all over the world?
Oh my God. When I started, we were around 16,000 worldwide.
Wow. Ngayon?
And we were the biggest male congregation. But now we're down to 5,000.
Wow.
And many of them are really retired and old. So
paano yan? Anong nangyari sa mga establishment ninyo na wala ng
Well, this is where I think the part of the call of the Spirit is actually empowering lay people.
Empowerment.
The religious like us, we're dinosaurs. We need to share that spirituality with lay people.
To tell you frankly, brother, I always make you, LaSalle Brothers, as an example. Tingnan nyo sila. 43 brothers lang sila sa the whole Philippines. Look at all these huge establishments that they have, and it's all run by lay people. I think I congratulate you for that.
It's all challenges. No?
And then meeting your kagaya niya, meeting your lay people, they parang imbibe your spirit, di ba?
And
live
some of
in
them-
our hearts forever, mga ganun-ganun.
But some of them are actually more committed than what I see among religious. I mean,
I know.
they're family people, but they just give of themselves.
Yeah.
I was just talking with one of our parents from Zobel. All 4 kids, rich. But their eldest, after finishing from the College of St. Benilde, volunteered to work in a poor school in Bagak.
Di ba, saka you have also yung mga schools na you are parang mentoring. Parang they are not actually
our supervised
Lasal.
schools, supervised
My
schools.
goodness, we can spend the whole time pala talking about lang yung apostolate. Pero, introduction lang ito. So, baka tayo mawala, brother. So, anyway. But I think people should know. I'm sure they don't know this about you. So, mabuti naman na alam nila where you are coming from. Kasi akala nila, Department of Education, mga Secretary of Education ka lang, ganyan, ano? Pero before that, you were an activist.
With you!
Alam ko kasi magkasama tayo sa streets, di ba? Di ba? Then all of a sudden...
But I said I entered when I was after second year college. Our formation at that time changed radically.
Really?
Instead of going straight to the novitiate, we were the first batch that were given immersion program.
Yes.
So we were
Punta kayo
immersed
sa-
in Quezon.
And you lived with the farmers.
With the
ganun,
farmers,
ganyan,
fisher folk, and indigenous people.
Yeah.
And mga dumagats. And I think that kind of changed my childhood view of religion was prayer and sacraments and heaven. Living with the poor was another game changer for me. And it was kind of very close to what attracted me to the congregation, serving the poor. So,
But actually, really, I mean, frankly speaking, before you and Brother Dodo came to the front, para sabi ko, itong mga brothers ko, hindi naman sumasama sa amin sa kalye.
syempre,
Diba?
the sisters will lead, we follow.
Pero nung dumating na kayong dalawa ni Dodo, wow, talagang nagbago na. Especially nung kasama ko si Dodo sa AMRSP, no?
yeah.
Talagang ganun kami lahat, ano? Nakakatuwa yun. Kaya hanggang ngayon, BFF kami nila Brother Dodo, sila Sister Estrel, no? Question na yun, si Dodo
Happy
Reddy.
memory, yeah.
Sila, yung gano'n, no? Pero doon, that was the highest point of
But I
your
think
activism.
we're criticized for that.
What?
And the perpetual
I know.
criticism of why are you interfering in politics?
I know. I remember it was your alumni who were criticizing you, di ba? I said,
And we lost their donations.
that is the price of, But I think that was your greatest moment. Excuse me lang. And then after that, you were co-opted.
Co-opted.
Excuse me. Sige.
I did not know what to say because President Pinoy said,
Brother.
why don't you join the government?
But actually, you have that kind of legacy kasi before you, si Brother
Andrew, and then Brother Rolly served in CHED.
Di ba kayong tatlo, you have been there talaga na parang, nyo yun, turf nyo yun.
But I was the luckiest.
Why?
Well, I finished 6 years.
Oo, sila
I finished
hindi
the whole
ba?
term. Brother Andrew, because ERAP was deposed.
Si Brad, because nagkasakit siya.
Nagkasakit siya, yeah.
Oo. O sige, tell me naman about your ang hirap no, kung nandun ka sa gobyerno, siyempre you have to keep your mouth shut, di ba?
Push for the program.
So, what's your greatest experience as DepEd? What were your challenges and how did you
Well, I always say that the most memorable moments of DepEd for me was not the time I was in the office. It's really visiting all the schools.
Okay. So you are not a desk person, no?
Nothing happens in a desk.
Oo nga,
Nothing.
my
I tell them, nothing happens with your DepEd memo. The teachers don't even read it.
Ngayon, saan
Nobody
ginawa mo?
bothers with that. I really tried from day one to visit the farthest schools. And my most memorable and moving experiences are just walking, 3 kilometers and
Sa
seeing this
Pilapil?
teacher. Pilapil, seeing this teacher, almost retired, just sharing a story with her kids. And the kids all lighted up.
At saka, di ba, there are so many sacrifices. Like, nakita ko sa
Madami,
Facebook,
madami.
yung they have to cross a stream, they have to cross
They have to swim.
bridge.
Some of them swim.
Unbelievable, They have to ride a raft.
Both for students and
And
teachers.
no?
But there's
How
so many
admirable.
wonderful stories of
Sige,
heroic
mag-story ka
teachers.
nga.
So, for
Like,
example, this teacher who was thrown into General Santos in Klang Elementary School, where there was no water, no electricity.
Oh, ano ginawa niya?
He just Google search. He was not an engineer. He connected the pipes and brought water to the school. Pretty soon, the whole community
had
was
water.
getting water from the school. So he connected.
But where did he get the water?
Water because there was a stream.
Ah.
And then because there was no electricity to pump it up,
So?
then he did the solar panels. He did solar panels, and then he had this micro hydro
And
plant.
he's not an engineer,
He's not an engineer.
Teacher talaga lang
So
siya.
when we were removing him from the school and promoting him to
ayaw
a central
nila.
elementary school, there was a big rally outside.
Ah, naku,
And they said,
nirally
"You
ka."
will not take our hero
Teacher.
from us."
Wow,
Because
sabi sa'yo.
he brought electricity and water to the whole
So,
community.
hindi lang siya nagturo, ano?
So I have so many experiences of
Sige,
these
more pa, kasi
wonderful
nakakatuwa
teachers.
Ano pa nga?
who
Sige nga.
Well,
Kwento ka
some
pa.
of them happened during the worst of times. So,
Sige nga.
my first crisis was in Zamboanga.
Bakit?
In Talisayan Elementary School, there was a madman who entered the school, started stabbing everyone.
Excuse me,
ano
may
pa?
namatay?
My God, a kinder student, several of our
Pati
teachers.
bata?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So when I visited the wake, and I noticed that all of the dead teachers had stab wounds at the back. So I said, why? Why were they stabbed at the back?
At the
Including a Muslim teachers, first year
Mga
teacher.
ilan yun?
I think 3 of them died. Yeah, and then several students. And I said, what happened? The teachers gathered all of their students
Ay, ginano nila yun.
inside and used their body as human shield.
Wow, talagang
I said,
hero, ano?
I have been a religious all these years. I've never seen so much self-sacrifice. No?
Pinapaiyak mo na ako.
but that's, sister, my problem with media.
Why?
Media tends to just portray all the problems of the department, for example.
Mabuti nga, you have a chance not to tell all of it. Ano?
But I think that part of our role is to be able to share the story of the wonderful commitment of many lay teachers who can be put up as an example for our kids.
Exactly, no? Yung mga ano lang, yung mga extraordinary, yung mga sa, ano nga yun, yung kariton, gano'n, no? But very ordinary teachers have, they are really heroic, no?
Siyempre, the other battle in DepEd is corruption.
Oo nga pa,
So I try to fight with all of the contractors.
So every transaction merong laging ano doon,
Yes,
ano?
but I think that's where leadership also as model becomes critical in a bureaucracy like DepEd.
Yes,
So on my first day in DepEd, I had this big box of alcoholic drinks.
What?
And I said, who brought this? I said, return it to the sender. But nobody knew who gave the. So I raffled it away. But so from that time on, I said, I will not meet with any of the suppliers. And just told them.
Because it's become really a kind of a system, ano, parang
SOP. 40%. 40% of government funds are lost through
because
leakage.
of that. At saka yung bang, almost you cannot refuse it kasi ayun, nandyan na, di ba?
You don't even have to ask. They offer it to you.
Ang sabi nga nila, the others daw, they put it na in their bank account. So anong gagawin mo? Hindi mo alam
And you don't know who deposited it.
Yeah. Di ba? But it's parang nakagawian na natin yun. In fact, ako as president dito, may dumating na ale, no? Na nag-entrance exam. Yung kanyang anak, meron siyang letter from the Archbishop.
I get a lot of that.
Alam mo, sabi ko ganito. Mrs., pag nakapasa po yung inyong anak, wala pong problema.
You don't need any letters.
Pag hindi po nakapasa, kahit na letter from the Pope, hindi ko po babasahin. Sabi ko, kasi pinapahirapan lang ninyo ang anak niyo. Kasi pag hindi siya nakapasa, ibig sabihin, hindi niya kaya. Ngayon, ipipilit ninyo, magkakasakit lang yung anak niyo. Di ba? But it is so common na akala nila.
Part of our culture.
Oo. If you know somebody, it will be easy. So you had to fight a lot of that in
a lot of battles, but I suppose in the end, you win some, you lose some.
So anyway, you found your stint in the Department of Education
with
worthwhile
K-12. With K-12.
Itong
Another
actually, yung
big controversy.
Di ba yung K-12 na yun, did not begin with you, di ba?
No.
Tagal-tagal na yun, ikaw lang ang nag-implement.
I said we have the political will To just do it one step at a time. So actually, during those whole 6 years, we were doing the grade level by grade level. We started at grade 1 and grade 7, and then every year on until grade 12.
Actually, nahirapan din kami. Alam mo, especially sa mga teachers namin sa college, di ba? Siyempre,
Because of the
anong
shifting,
gagawin mo?
the lack of
walang
enrollment.
first and second year. Hindi, tsaka yung saan sila pupunta. Can they go to high school? Aba, pa-demotion yun or something like that. Ano? But actually, you see now, it's getting better.
It's getting better.
Yeah? So, one has just to go through some kind of trial or hirap naman kasi
It won't be perfect on the first year.
But sabi ko nga, we are the only ones na 10 years lang yung ating basic ed. All around us are 12. And when do we start? Di ba? Di ba?
So, I'm happy it's over.
Yeah, it is, no? At wala ka na rin doon.
Wala na ako doon.
Diba? Hindi, right now talaga naman. I think it's being accepted already talaga. And by the way, our first segment is over.
Okay.
Wala pa tayo sa politika. puro pa yung personal.
Sabi ko, baka...
Ngayon, sa next segment, iba na. O sige, let's have a little pause and don't go away because there's going to be a more interesting thing that's happening afterwards. O sige.
Where do they teach heart, the courage that exists even in the darkest of nights? How is love for country born? How is it fanned and kept alive? And the faith, the sinewy stubborn faith in a God, from where is it drawn? The character, this poise of greatness, is it taught? Is it God's handiwork? How are they made? How are they made?